You've been told for years, organize like this, buy bins, buy shelves, hide things away. But it never worked, did it? The clutter stayed. The stress stayed. Today, let's talk about the Amish way. A way older, simpler, wiser, and especially powerful if you're over 60. Because maybe you've been doing it all wrong. 1. The myth of modern organization. For many seniors, especially those crossing the age of 60, the house feels heavy. Not just in weight, but in spirit. Cabinets stacked, closets stuffed, boxes labeled miscellaneous that no one ever opens again. For years, the world told you this was how to stay organized. By the bins, by the baskets, by the shelves that promise miracles. And yes, at first it looks neat. You stand back and think, finally I did it. But wait, look closer. The clutter is still there. Just hidden, just shifted around. And deep down you feel it. It is not peace. It is pressure in disguise. The Amish, living quietly and simply, never fell for this trick. Their organization doesn't depend on hiding things. It depends on owning less. It depends on seeing what matters. And suddenly the home feels lighter. Not stuffed, not burdened, free. 2. Why less is truly more after 60. You've lived a life, decades of work, raising children, buying things you thought you needed. Some gifts, some memories, some just-in-case items that never got used. And now here you are, 60 or 70, surrounded by it all. You try to clean. You shift objects from one room to another. The piles return. It feels endless. But the Amish teach something different. Less is more. Not just a saying, but a way of life. With fewer belongings, every object has space. Every tool has meaning. Imagine walking into your bedroom and seeing just a bed, a dresser, and one chair. Clean, clear, calm. No piles in the corner. No bags under the bed. Just air and light. For seniors, this is more than pretty. It's safe. It's comfort for tired knees. It's fewer tripping hazards. It's easier breathing. When you reduce what you own, you increase how you live. 3. Organizing without plastic bins and fancy tricks. The world sells you plastic. Transparent boxes, color-coded lids, stackable towers. They look clever, right? But here's the truth. They don't reduce clutter. They trap it. They stack it high until your garage feels like a warehouse. And one day, you try to reach for the box at the bottom. Too heavy. Your back hurts. You leave it. And soon, dust takes over. Amish homes don't look like storage units. They don't depend on bins at all. They use shelves. They use open space. They keep what's needed, nothing else. For seniors, this lesson is powerful. No struggling with heavy boxes. No tiny labels you can't read. No towers of plastic that feel unstable. Instead, it's simple. You see what you own. You touch what you use. And you don't carry the burden of lifting what no longer serves you. For one thing, many uses. Look around your kitchen. How many pans? How many knives? How many little gadgets bought from TV commercials promising miracles? For the Amish, this would seem strange, because they believe in one good tool that lasts. One knife sharp enough for everything. One pan sturdy enough for years. One chair strong enough to seat anyone. For seniors, this is a gift. It reduces clutter. It reduces choice fatigue. You don't have to think, which one should I use? No, you just use the one that always works. Imagine cooking with one reliable pot instead of bending and digging through 10. Imagine sewing with one strong needle instead of 20 tangled spares. Life feels easier, cleaner, lighter, and every object becomes not a burden, but a helper. 5. Furniture that organizes itself. The Amish build furniture not just for beauty, but for purpose. A wooden chest holds blankets, but also serves as a table. A bench is for sitting, but also opens for storage. No wasted space. No clutter around the edges. In many modern homes, seniors struggle with too many pieces. Heavy sofas that take up half the room. Fragile tables that serve no real function. Extra chairs stacked in corners. But what if the furniture worked for you? What if your storage wasn't hidden in plastic bins but built right into your home? That's how the Amish do it. And for seniors, it means less lifting, less bending, less searching for things. Instead, it's natural, simple, effortless. Your furniture doesn't just fill space, it organizes it. 6. Daily habits, not giant overhauls. Here's a mistake. Waiting until clutter builds so high it feels impossible. You wake up one morning and say, "Today I'll clean the whole house." Hours later, you're exhausted. Your back aches. The piles look only half done. And you give up. The Amish don't live like this. They practice daily habits. Small things. Each day, items go back where they belong. If something breaks, it's fixed right away. If something isn't useful, it leaves the house. No waiting for someday. For seniors, this approach is life-saving. It means you don't need the energy of a 20-year-old to manage your home. You just need little steps. A few minutes each day. Put the newspaper away. Return the glasses to the shelf. Fold the blanket after use. Small, steady actions. Over time, they keep the home light. 7. Memories do not live in objects. This is the hardest part. Letting go. You hold an old sweater. It reminds you of a loved one. You keep birthday cards, old letters, souvenirs from trips. You tell yourself these are your memories. But here's the truth. The Amish know memories are not in objects. They're in you. They're in stories told at the table. They're in laughter shared. Seniors often struggle with this weight. Boxes of keepsakes sit unopened for years, yet they remain consuming space. What if instead you chose only a few? One photo album, one letter, one keepsake that truly matters. The rest, passed on, donated, given to family. Then, you free your home. You keep the memories in your heart where they belong. And you release the clutter that chains you to the past. 8. Homes built for flow, not storage. Walk into an Amish home and you'll notice something. It's open, spacious, not empty, but free. Furniture is arranged for movement. Pathways are clear. There's no squeezing between boxes or side tables. For seniors, this is not just pleasant, it's safety. At 60 or 70, balance changes. Vision changes. Mobility changes. A cluttered home can be dangerous. Too many rugs, too many chairs, too many obstacles. But a home arranged for flow, that's freedom. You can move without fear of falling. You can breathe without feeling crowded. You can live without constantly stepping around piles. It's not about storage. It's about space. Real, usable space. 9. Passing things forward. The Amish don't cling to what they don't need. A tool not used is given to a neighbor. Clothes are passed down. Nothing lingers unused. For seniors, this lesson is gold. Instead of storing boxes in attics, why not gift them? Why not donate them? Why not give a rocking chair to a grandchild who will actually sit in it? Why not hand those old dishes to a young couple starting fresh? Every item passed forward is one less weighing you down, and it creates joy, not just for you, but for the person who receives it. Hoarding keeps things dead. Sharing gives them life. 10. True peace lies in simplicity. In the end, Amish organization isn't about bins. It isn't about labels. It isn't about tricks. It's about living lighter. For seniors, this truth matters most. Because time is precious. Why spend it cleaning, sorting, bending over boxes? Why carry the weight of things you no longer need? A lighter home means a lighter heart. Less stress, less danger, more space for joy, more room for family, more freedom for you. The Amish remind us, peace doesn't come from more. It comes from less. And for those over 60, that's not just advice. It's a doorway into calmer living, into days not filled with clutter, but filled with ease. So now you see, organization was never about plastic boxes. It was never about tricks or labels. It's about living lighter, living freer, and letting your home breathe again. If you're ready for peace, try the Amish way. Start small, stay steady, and let your home carry less weight, so your heart does too. This is Rustic Pantry. Thank you for watching, and remember, simplicity is the truest luxury.